Do you actually need a notebook, or is that one of those things where it just becomes extra and just kind of part of the over-consumerism that we are all seeming to be part of? Well, we're going to try to answer that in today's video. Hello, how are you? My name is Meshi and I'm the person behind Align Plans. And I thought that we would look at 3 reasons why it might make sense for you to add a notebook to your planner systems, and 3 reasons why it would probably not be as useful as you might think. So if you're on the hunt to set up your 2026 lineup, your planners, your journals, all the things, and you're sitting there wondering, should I just add that extra notebook to the cart, or am I just being influenced? Well, let's take a look and see if there is a purpose for it, or we're just being influenced by all the pretty things today. So let's get started. Let's first take a look at 3 reasons why it absolutely makes sense for you to add a notebook potentially to your planner lineup so that you actually get things done. So the first reason, I think, it's because obviously, like, if you have your phone all the time with you, it sounds so great to just, open up your notes and just start typing away and just start adding everything in here. My only thing with using a note section, while it sounds fantastic, I think that the more time that we're spending our phones, the more we're teaching our brain to actually be extremely distracted. And I don't know about you, but I want to increase my focus, not decrease it. And then the longer that we're focusing on a tiny little screen with blue lights, I'm going to have an issue with that. And basically, your brain unfolds a little bit differently whenever you just simply have a notebook, when you just have just a pen and paper, and then you literally just start writing down all the things that happen to be in your brain that day. I really love brain dumping sessions where you just write anything and everything. First thing in the morning is obviously best. I find that sometimes I have a lot of ideas that I just really need to just kind of put it on paper. And while you might think that it might be faster to write it in your note section in your phone, but I'm telling you, you writing it on paper actually slows your brain down, because now we're paying attention to what we're writing instead of paying attention to anything and everything, along with the notifications, along with the dings, along with the updates, the emails. You get the point. It can also be part of your digital detox journey, as we say. So I definitely like that idea. A second reason why you might want to consider adding it to your lineup, or just adding it to your day-to-day flow, is because your current system might not actually support it. What do I mean by that? Let's take, for example, and I do have a few examples here, but I'm just going to use a very simple traveler's notebook here, where if I'm looking at what I currently have here, I have a weekly layout. And if I'm looking at what the weekly layout gives me, well, it gives me a blank page. So if I'm looking at just I could potentially add notes here on the side, which is very true, but I find that this ends up actually limiting me of how much I can keep track of, especially if there's extra reminders, if there's ideas that come in, if there's something work specific that I would need to keep track of. I find that this is not the place for that. So of course, the natural progression of things and a natural solution is to add a little booklet, a separate booklet that is unrelated or untouched by what's happening on my weekly. And here I have actually adequate amount of space for me to add reminders, to do calculations, to do brainstorming. You get the point. So adding a separate notebook to a system that doesn't allow you enough space, and it doesn't allow you enough space for you to write all the important parts of what's happening with you, then that would actually make sense. Are you enjoying today's video? If you are, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't had a chance to just yet. I would love to have you in the community. And yeah, we chat a few times a week on this channel, and we talk about anything and everything minimalist planning, journaling, and finding ways to utilize these beautiful tools so they actually make our lives easier rather than just overwhelm us. Okay, let's get back into the notebooks. Another system that also supports notebooks or like note sections really well is actually a ring bound planner. And here, I kind of like it that even though if I'm looking at just how my weekly looks, even though it does give you a little bit of a note section right here, I don't find this to be adequate amount of space for me to write anything that is kind of coming up that might be maybe Monday specific, Sunday specific, and I wouldn't necessarily be able to add it into my to-do list. So that's sort of where having a separate insert like the task list is fantastic. I love this because it tells me when it's due and when it's actually completed, so it keeps it very simple. The other one that I really love is just a good old-fashioned, this one's on a gray paper. So first of all, I'm obsessed with the color, but it's just a normal line page where I can actually write what I need. And then, of course, we also have the daily pages, which is a grid daily page. And this also allows me to kind of just write a little bit more detailed information that is relevant to today. So if I'm finding that I'm kind of scrambling for space on the weekly, then this would be a really good idea to actually just add a couple of these pages in, because then it not only completes it, but it expands on it. So the best way that I can describe this is if you need extra note sections, it's because you're either trying to expand on something or you literally need something like as a separation, right? So that's it on the ring planners. And then the third reason why you would want to consider adding a notebook to your system is because you want separate systems. So we talked about adding extra space to your planner, which I think is still a very valid point. But what about if you have like, if I'm still having the traveler's notebook, but then I also need something where I can kind of write out anything and everything that are ideas that come up for social media. Can I keep track of that in my phone? Yes, but it gets confusing. So that's sort of where if you have anything that needs to be separated and systemized, like social media tracking, like health and wellness tracking, like if you're even within like the gym, if you go to the gym regularly, or you want a space where you can track your macros, or you want to track, the recipes, or you want to track resources that reflects back to your health, those would be that would be an invitation where like it can just simply go into a notebook. If you're doing any extracurricular activities, think hobbies, think volunteer work, that sort of thing, having that separate from your main system. And right now I'm pointing to this as my main system, but obviously like in the larger size, like in a regular size TN, it's sort of the same thing. If you want to separate, managing finances, anything specific that would need to be systemized, I think works 1,000 times better when it's in a separate notebook. So here, the two notebooks that I actually keep track of regularly, one of them, well, they're both from Midori, but one of them is the Midori notebook. I think this is the diary one. This is for 2025. It's a dated notebook where you have access to your monthly. So you have a monthly calendar in here, and then you also have like these, the rest is just like line paper, but then you have like a separate little division created for 8. It's basically divided into 8 sections so that you can write down the 7 days if you want to keep track of 7 days, and it leaves you extra space for extra notes. I like this when I'm doing preliminary planning. And then the separate one that is just a normal grid notebook. It's very simple, but yeah, I kind of run this like a commonplace book. I like this because it's very nice and sturdy, obviously. Other systems notebooks that I have set up in the past I talked about this in the Midori lineup video. I can just leave that link in the cards for you, but I use this for finance planning. If I'm doing cash stuffing, then this is kind of what I've been using, and I love it. I also love the separate little notebooks that I add for commonplace book for my traveler's notebook. This one happens to be from Muji. And then I also have 2 other like little notebooks. These are for managing finances and also doing like ink swatching. So they're separate, but they're connected. But honestly, like especially like if I'm doing, ink swatches, I don't necessarily want this in my planner, even though it might make sense to add it into the planner. But sometimes I really don't, I don't know, like I kind of prefer, I guess it's a preference thing, right? I prefer my ink swatches to live in a separate little booklet away from my planner. So hopefully that makes sense. And I've used this larger one too, just because the spacing works a little bit better. And it's kind of nice. Like you go back and you're like, oh, these were the inks that I really enjoyed in the month of, I don't know, August, right? Or these were the ones that really didn't work for September or whatever. So like it allows me to keep things specific and I can actually reflect back on it properly. Moving on, now let's talk about why you wouldn't need all of this. Let's look at the 3 reasons why I actually don't think it might be the best option for you to add all of these different notebooks. So first is because when you have your phone, and let's say that you just keep your normal note section. Well, obviously I don't really keep a ton of notes, but when I do, they're searchable. I can look at recipe and I can easily find what I was searching for in March the 24th. Mind you, this is from like 2023. So clearly I'm not using this, but I like the idea that if I'm looking for something specific, I can search for it online. I can search for it in my digital tools. They will do the thing that I want them to do. A second reason why you might not want to add a notebook to your current system is especially, I'm going to go back to the Traveler's Notebook for just a moment, but I mean, I can stay in the Rings Planner as well, and it's sort of the same idea. One of the things that I absolutely despise within a Rings Planner setup is when things get overly bulky. When it's insert on top of inserts on top of inserts, and then you spend half an hour looking for it, and it not only bulks things up, but then you're just keeping them for the sake of keeping them in case you need it. So between development, the dashboards, and the extra inserts that never actually gets used, it becomes extra bulk. And not only does that become extra bulk, I don't necessarily just mean in physical bulk, I also mean in mental space. It's like the more things you have, the more things you're going to have to manage. And so I'm a really huge believer of just like stripping down your system to a point where it makes sense and it flows and it works with you the way that you work versus kind of keeping you bogged down and it feels like a chore. The moment that any of these systems feel like a chore or that you should be using them, then that tells me that you're not actually reaching for them and they're not actually helping you, but they're slowing you down. So the more bulk you have, the more likely that you will not only going to have to invest more into extra systems and extra notebooks and extra inserts and things like that, but then also it will more than likely mean that if I can't find this one specific notebook, it makes it a lot easier for you to misplace it as well. If they're constantly floating around, maybe I left it in my purse, maybe I left it at my work, maybe I left it in my desk, maybe I left it by my office. It gives you the opportunity to misplace them. If you're writing important things here and you have too many on the go, it makes it so easy for you to feel overwhelmed because you might not be able to keep track. If you didn't give them a specific job, if everything is a commonplace book, it will leave you feeling more overwhelmed because you can't find the things that you thought that you can just keep track of. So on paper, it sounds great, but then in practice, it needs to make sense within your own routine. And so that's sort of my thing, that it's not only that digital is actually searchable and you can just find it, but also it's not just the bulk, but it's also the fear of you actually misplacing it. And last but not least, and this is probably the most important one, and I'm saying this with such a caveat because I want you to make the decisions for yourself that actually make sense. Basically, the more things that you invest in, the more money you spend on things that you may or may not end up using. So if you don't have a notebook system, then you spend less money essentially on maintaining a system that may or may not work for you. Less money spent on these large notebooks, less money spent on being influenced on things that just feel like extra chores, less money and And keep in mind, less mental energy. It's not necessarily, sometimes when I say spend, I don't necessarily always mean financial. I also mean mental energy, energetics. I also mean attention to the more things that you have, the more you're going to have to manage. It's just, honestly, it's just that simple. And if you don't have an immediate need for it, and you're not finding that it brings you a sense of ease and a sense of flow, then those are all excess and you literally just bought into consumerism. And it's not that it's a bad thing, it's just being aware of it also gives you power to choose different, right? So I don't necessarily mean like, oh, you're a terrible person if you bought an extra notebook. That's not really it. What I mean by this is that if you're finding that you're mentally already overloaded and you have a simplified system, then just kind of go with that. The other part of it is too that sometimes you might not actually need a notebook because your current system already supports enough space. Think Hobonichi Cousin, think any of the planners that give you an ample amount of space. If I'm thinking of something like the Hobonichi Hun, the Hobonichi Hun will give you full-on daily pages and it will give you a full weekly layout. You may not actually feel the need to add a notebook system on top of this. Hobonichi Weeks is also really, really great with their space arrangements, where you're not going to feel like you're suffocating for space, or you're not going to have space to kind of write anything down. As I'm sitting here looking for my Hobonichi Weeks, it was on my desk all along. So if you're looking at even like the Hobonichi Weeks, yes, it gives you like the weekly, obviously, if you're not familiar, but you also have like a full side of the page that is there available for you for taking notes, for decorating, for whatever. And then you also have the full note section in the back. So you might not, with the one booklet systems, generally speaking, I don't necessarily feel this absolute itching need to, oh, but you better add a notebook to that because you're going to be suffocating. I don't believe that. I don't think that you will be. I think that you're going to be totally fine. That's assuming that I know very little about, I know nothing about how you plan. I'm more referring to how I plan. So just kind of take that with a grain of salt, that you obviously have to use some common sense and nuance in the way that all of these different systems work. That you need to kind of figure out like how much do you want to keep track of? What do you want to keep track of? Where do you want to create the separation? All of that fun stuff. This is basically all I have for you. Now that we've talked about all the notebooks, I would love to hear from you. Let me know. Here is your question of the day. Let me know in the comment section below if you currently have a notebook system, if you have any notebooks that you're using within your planner system, and how is that working for you? Comment below. Let me know if you're currently using a notebook or not. I would be curious to see, because we all kind of plan a little bit differently and we're all drawn to different systems. So that's always a fun one to discover. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you actually get notified whenever I release a new video. And in the meanwhile, just you hanging out with me obviously means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much for taking the time, and just keep planning, keep journaling, keep doing all the things. And I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.